Today is my Friday. I'm finna go have a lovely weekend. Starting tomorrow. You know, man, it's hectic. Hey, you know what, man? I got to work this morning. So before I fell asleep, I was looking at some shit that'll pop up on your phone and YouTube. And I was looking at that interview with American Cholo, another Hispanic dude, and AD on No Jumper. Now I don't know if some of y'all watched it, but my opinion on that is that AD is afraid of American Cholo. He was kissing his ass, right? What made me baffled, man, I really believe that this dude, American Cholo, and I reached out to him saying let's have a sit down, bring some peace in the communities. But I think he's so motherfucking smart that he's dumb. That man said when he said calling blacks coons, he felt as though that was calling blacks Uncle Tom. Hey, that don't even make sense. Coon and Uncle Tom, derogatory, but at the same time, it's no relevance to the same meaning. You cannot define stupidity. And AD was just sitting up there listening to this dude and wasn't trying to correct this dude on nothing he said, man. And what I don't understand is how they sit up and say they don't want this, don't want that. American Cholo, and I hate to say this, man, that dude is a racist, man. He's a real motherfucking racist. He don't respect nobody but his own people, and that's cool too. You're supposed to respect your own people. What's up, Snipe? That dude throw window shades and lugs towards us, and people need to start. Hey, T West, you're absolutely right. AD is an embarrassment, man. I did not understand that, brother. I was looking at this dude, man. I wanted to go to sleep outside, and motherfucker. I got off at 3:30, but I didn't make it home to 6. I said, man, let me watch this shit, and that shit had me hot, man. This dude was sitting up here. This dude said, oh, man, when I said coon, I was talking about, Uncle Tom's. If he found out the real Uncle Tom, let me share something with y'all, first of all. As black folks, we created Uncle Tom as a belittlement, like you bootlicking to a white man, right, to the master back in the day. But the real Uncle Tom was a slave, obtained his freedom and saved money and bought other slaves freedom. That was the real Uncle Tom. That's what people need to start understanding too, right? But this dude, American Cholo, he throws shades and lugs. And Gunner does the same motherfucking thing. They sit up and say this Rasta shit. They don't want this gang shit. First of all, neither one of you busted motherfuckers got the power to create no race war in Los Angeles, man. You understand what I'm saying? You got people tapping into my show. Some dude that commented on my show in the text, not in a disrespectful way, but he was like, hey, man, my father said, what's wrong with you dudes out there? Y'all don't stand up. Stand up. Hey, man, let me share something with you. If a motherfucker wants some drama, they can get what they want. Don't nobody run from drama, but don't nobody want drama. And this is what people need to understand too, man. Because American Cholo ain't gonna get his hand. I wouldn't give a fuck who he went and got and brought to. First of all, when he came to No Jumper with a gang of his partners, that was his sign of fear. So he want to bring a gang of people to try to intimidate somebody else, and it must have worked because AD punk ass was just sitting there accepting whatever this dude was saying. And Tiger didn't do nothing to belittle them people, man. That dude, watch this. American Cholo, only way he gonna fuck with a brother is unless he getting him some money. So he in the line of pimping. Everybody get used. We put on earth to be used, but don't abuse nobody. This dude, American Cholo, be saying some off the wall ass shit, man, that I can't relate to it. I really at first I was feeling him. He still don't want to apologize, but he tell AD, well, if people want me to apologize, I apologize. Hey man, I don't even want your apologies no motherfucking more. I want you to crawl up under motherfucking rock and stay up under there. Bury yourself in some sin. American Cholo is a motherfucker. He didn't grow up in the ghetto, y'all. That dude grew up in Hollywood. He didn't grow up in these streets. That dude grew up in Hollywood. Probably ended up going to jail for some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Buffed the little iron and thought he was tough, right? And when he was in prison, see, this is what people don't know either. When he was in prison, he was paying taxes. Difference between us and them. We don't pay taxes when we go to prison. See, if you go to prison, if you're a black dude and you go to prison, and your family send you some money, you ain't got to give nobody nothing. You can spend your money on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You don't get pressured into doing something. Now, don't get me wrong, man. I grew up with Hispanics. American Cholo does not have no power to create no race riot in LA. Just like Charleston White, you dudes cannot create shit that y'all have no knowledge of. I believe American Cholo is affiliated with the police. That's just my opinion. I can be wrong, but that's my opinion, and I'm gonna stick to that. Because he talks this high power shit. Why would you go to that man's show with 30, 40 motherfuckers? Now they saying the other dude, that was his partners. But why did you have to bring a presence of dude for a busted motherfucker like No Jumper? Y'all two both grown men. You feel me? Exactly, T. Weston. That's exactly what he is, right? He gets on this show like he's this super intellectual ass dude, but he's still throwing shade. And Gunner does the same thing, man. Gunner was a piece of shit in jail, y'all. Hear motherfuckers say he was in YA with whack, talk that high power shit, but when you went to prison, you locked it up. Hey, Peter Arnold, so you seen what I'm talking about? Yeah, it was bogus, man. And I can't relate to it. But Gunner was in prison, he PC'd up, Roja PC'd up. Yet they know everything about the organization, and they saying Rasa. What was the Rasa when y'all was in prison? What was the Rasa when y'all was in prison? Because see, Serenians can go to every pen in California. Northerners don't send Northerners to every prison. And I got some good friends that was in else, right? But they don't send Northerners to every prison. And so let me share this with you. Serenos, Crips and Bloods, they send us to every motherfucking prison in California. They don't give a fuck how far it is from the house. But they don't send Northern Hispanics to down south prisons. I opened up Lancaster, level 4. Wasn't no Northern SC on their yard. Wasn't a Bulldog on their yard. So where's this Rasa coming in that y'all so tight with each other? Where's the Rasa at when y'all in jail? Because y'all go at each other in jail. Then y'all get on this YouTube thing, because y'all talking about brothers or the African race. It's a Rasa thing. Y'all got to all stick together. And that's what y'all do too. And I'm going to give y'all 100 for that. That y'all stick together. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't expose one another. But as soon as y'all see something that a brothers might say fucked up or doing too much, here it is. They want to expose them. That's what Gunner got mad at Wax saying. He didn't want to sign a Sereno. Why did he get offended at that? Why did he get offended that this man said, well, I ain't going to sign him? Why was it so important for him to have an opinion on that, right? As soon as American Cholo said the shit he said, did you hear Roja and Gunner talking about that shit? You ain't hear him talking about it. What you hear him talking about is the Rasa, right? And Roja is a white boy. He's a European. He's a Caucasoid. So what the fuck is what's going on, man? We got to wake up, y'all, and start looking at this shit, man. They out here on YouTube, they trying to belittle us. Then you got brothers get on here. One moment you say you ain't banging, and in the same breath, all you talking about is gang shit. Talking about who did this, and want you motherfuckers keep it real. Another motherfucker that's throwing lugs at people, right? When he can't go to his own motherfucking neighborhood. People need to start paying attention to what's going on YouTube, man. Oh, y'all see how the YouTube shows motherfuckers is helping it, and well, ain't nobody helped me. Why would a person say that, man? These dudes is off the chains with this shit, and I can't relate to it at all, man. All I know is this, man. You got dudes like Melly Mill, Kev Mack, Gangster, Sandman Box, Dirty Weather Up North. You got a lot of YouTube platforms. Loco Vision, the Winner Circle. that taps in and gave me some advice on how to do my thing. Everybody that I associated with on YouTube was willing to help a person, show them how to do the right thing for their platforms to get built, right? And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my platform on some narratives that's it's about growth and enlightenment. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here. I'm not gonna always be on here with some negative shit, man. We got to stop being a part of that negativity, excuse me, and be about that positivity. Because all that other bullshit, it's irrelevant, man. These dudes get on here and try to make themselves be these important motherfuckers. Watch this, man. Them want to be tough motherfuckers, man. Need the aid of 100 motherfuckers. Learn up and stand on your own 2 feet. You understand what I'm saying? Stop trying to throw shade at another motherfucker or throw lugs on another motherfucker. Get down. You feel me? Especially if they get out ain't hindering your get down. That's what people need to start doing too, man. Stop doing that. But again, all I want to do is have a dialogue for some peace for the kids, man. Why don't nobody talk about the kids? Why they always want to do is talk about each other? Some dude tapped in at every day. I got a notification in a text saying, is it true that Charleston White got robbed in L.A.? Hey, I don't know. I don't know if Charleston White got robbed in L.A., but I can tell you this. If he'd have got robbed, whoever robbed him would have let you know that, people do that, get that social media is a motherfucker. Motherfucker probably would have said it. But I don't know if that man got robbed. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat, sleep, and think Charleston White bust ass. You understand what I'm saying? Charleston White is a plague in the motherfucking black community too. He think he can say what and when whenever he can. And ain't nobody saying nothing to him. Yeah, exactly, Pete. He doesn't know what a coon is. What's up, Mary Knox? How you living, sweetheart? But we got to start defending each other, man. And if you be watching these other YouTube shows, start letting these dudes know that you don't like what they say, especially when it's a lie. Especially when they lying, because a lot of them be doing a lot of lying on here. That's why I admire my homie Melly Mel show, Gangster Show, Kev Mack, The Winner's Circle, Boxing Sandman up north, Dirty Weather. You understand what I'm saying? If I ain't watching them on YouTube, I'm playing a lot of music on my phone while I'm at work, right? And this is what we got to start understanding, man. It's on us to tell people what we want to hear and what we don't want to hear. It ain't because you got a phone and you can cut it off. You can demand what you want a motherfucker to talk about. And believe me, they gonna follow. If they want the audience, they gonna stop doing the shit that they doing. You ain't got to tune into no show where motherfuckers saying, calling you coons, calling you niggas, calling you bitches, saying fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck the dead homies and all. We ain't got to tap into that. But you got a choice of telling a motherfucker, and man, pump your motherfucking brakes, right? Man, this dude, Charleston White, sometime, man, I can watch this dude, and it be so funny that he's convinced. He talks so much bullshit, he's convinced himself to believe in his own bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? The man say, ain't no paperwork on me. Shit, we don't need no paperwork on him. You already say you're a snitch on the motherfucker. I want to know is, how can Charleston White tell y'all that he called the FBI on a motherfucker, the feds on a motherfucker. And Soldier ain't nobody, the feds hasn't approached Soldier Boy yet. Listen to the lie, man. He said he did some litigating with people, sat down with Congress and shit. Is them Congress he's sitting down with allowing this stupid ass dude to do this? See, it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do, right? Charleston White talk about raping women. Now, what motherfucking congressman he was sitting with, white congressman, is Charleston White friend, and he's sitting up here on YouTube talking about fuck all white women, rape their kids, rape their daughters, and make them like it. What man in his right mind gonna say that? I couldn't be friends with a motherfucker that said that. That's some sickening ass shit. And this is what we got to get up on, man. It's time for us to start stepping to the plate and checking these motherfuckers on what they say, because what they saying ain't cool. Y'all tap up in here, man, and like and subscribe to this shit, man. We got to really start getting our thing together on this bullshit, man, because these dudes are starting to say too motherfucking much, and it's becoming irritating. You understand what I'm saying? We got to stop it. Can't nobody else stop it. We got to stop this shit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm at work. I got like 30 more minutes before I clock in. You understand what I'm saying? But we got to get this shit together, and it's gonna take us to get it together, not nobody else, man. So when you be tapping in this, it's a trip. When a motherfucker talk about the dead and doing all this, they get 1,000 motherfuckers, 500 motherfuckers watching this shit. Here it is. I be trying to keep it 100, telling the truth. Now all I got is 11 people up in the chat, man. That's crazy, man. And 9 likes. Where y'all at, man? Now I got 12. Come on up in here, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Subscribe to OG Bam, Compton Front Hood, man. Let's keep it 100, man. And enjoy y'all day. Try to beat that heat. I got 13 now. Y'all need to come on up in here, man. Hit that super chat and tell me something, man. So we need to start not listening to these dudes like American Cholo again. That dude's full of bullshit. He don't like blacks. He's a racist. He know he's a motherfucking racist. And we got to expose him for being a racist. We got to start exposing motherfuckers like AD for sitting down with a racist and kissing his ass out of fear. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, man, watch this, man. If a motherfucker pull up on me and he got more than another motherfucker with him, if there's more than one motherfucker in that passenger seat, in the back seat, and the car's low, that's supposing a threat to my life, and I would overreact to that. Why would they pull up to the No Jumpers show and with entourage of motherfuckers? Did they come with some drama? Did they come with some drama? What's up, Casper? Why you living, brother? Did they come with some drama? Casper, you always ask me to tell you a Raymond story. If Raymond was living, AD and them, when they let that dude roll over there, Raymond would have had us roll up in that motherfucker 100 strong. And that's just a nibble of the crippin'. But we'd have rolled up in there and we wouldn't have been coming to talk. Cholo, American, let me stop calling that dude American Cholo. American Buster, exactly what I just said. CB, what's up with you, brother? Salute to the chat. Thank you, man. But y'all need to understand, man, it's on us to get this shit together. Let's stop listening to this bullshit that these dudes are serving us. Let's start calling these dudes on their racial ass remarks, their racial shade, and their racial innuendo lugs they try to throw at us. Let's get on these dudes about this. Let's start checking Charleston White every time you say fuck the dead, fuck your mama, I'm gonna rape your daughter. Let's start checking this dude on what the fuck he be saying, cause it ain't cool. You feel me? Yeah. In a real way, Peter, and I can't relate to that one either. So we the ones got to do this, man, because it's all about the kids. If you're a parent or grandparent, uncle, auntie, you should want your community to be safe. These dudes, listen, again, I'm going to say this. Charleston White ain't got no problems to make Texas and LA dudes go at it. American Buster, nor Gunner, do they have the power to create a race war in LA. You understand what I'm saying? Gunner came going his own motherfucking neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? Rats, don't nobody fuck with dudes that run off the main line in prison and tuck their tail and go to their PC shit. That's what cowards do that, because they can't handle the funk on the main lines. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what y'all got to look at, man. We got to start really paying attention to what they saying. Don't let it come in one ear and go out the other. Keep it in your motherfucking memory decks and start commenting on these motherfuckers, letting them know, man, fuck you, stop saying that shit, you lying, and it ain't cool. I don't appreciate you talking about me. I don't appreciate you calling me a coon. You understand what I'm saying? American Buster, thumbs down. Charleston White, thumbs down. Hey, let's all stand up, man, and keep it 100. That's all we got to do, y'all. We don't have to do nothing else but keep it 100 and be true to ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's about the kids. And if there ain't nobody with the kids, I don't even want you subscribing to my motherfucking show. I want peace in my community as well as the brown community. You understand what I'm saying? Because what don't nobody know, it's a whole lot of Africans with the same complexion of the brown. The browns got the same complexion as the African. Are you ashamed that you might have that African in you? Is that why you hate us so much, American Buster? That you got some form of black embedded in you? You ever looked into who Adam 22 Pops is? No, I haven't, CB, but I've been hearing on YouTube, right? A lot of brothers like him. I felt as though he belittled C-Mac. Had C-Mac on his show, clowning him. Oh, you want some more wings and some Popeye chicken? Took me back to the old days. Like, hey man, get them black folks some fried chicken and some watermelon. They be happy. So that's what made it look like no jumper Adam. Whatever the fuck his name is. He's like that dude named Ladd. Ladd say a lot of. He interviewed people, and the police get his interviews and use that shit as evidence to try to charge dudes with crimes. You understand what I'm saying? No jumper on the other hand, he get motherfuckers on there. Somebody told me AD supposed to be from Compton. He sure didn't act like no Compton motherfucker when American Buster was on there. He act like he was some Holly weird, like the boy American Buster. You feel what I'm saying? So Hebrew descendants, salute to you. So this is what we got to do. We got to start calling them dudes on their bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that the feds are in YouTube. They looking at people and hearing what we saying, hoping somebody slipping and give them a crime or two, an unsolved murder or some drug trafficking that might be going on. So you got to be careful what you say when you saying it. You understand what I'm saying? Some dudes is making their narratives into talking about people, talking about the dead like Charleston White. That's the whole topic of this conversation. But if you look at his first interview he ever did, he was humble. He wasn't excited. He was acting like he was intimidated by whoever was interviewing him, right? He was like he was walking on pins and needles. You understand what I'm saying? I remember getting up on him. He was saying, "Yeah, man, I read the Crip Bible." He felt as though Monster Cody book was like a Crip Bible to him. Said some lady gave it to him, and this kind of brought some form of transformation in the little boy life. Let me share something with you, man. Charleston White turned into a Crip when he went to jail. And from my opinion, and my point of view from doing time, when you come to prison and you're not a gang member, then you join a gang in prison, you're doing it for protection only. Because you don't know how to stand on your own 2 feet. His sidekick, watch this, man. All his sidekick Dewberry is, man, I beat your ass. I got hands. He should have been a professional fighter the way he talk all that high power shit. I don't think he could have survived in California prisons, but we didn't do a whole lot of fighting in California prisons. They doing that now. But back in the day, you had to pick up that knife, man, and I ain't had no problem with playing with them knives. I bust on a few people up in that motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? But my main enemy wasn't the Emmy, wasn't Don Moves, wasn't Jama, wasn't nobody. My main enemy was the police. My first shoot in California Department of Corrections, I beat the shit out of police and on off for breaking he dropped my TV intentionally. I whooped that police ass named Vasquez. I whooped his ass and on off. Broke his jaw and everything. Exactly, Peter. They ain't never lived them days, man. And I was just talking to this young lady. She was telling me that she's originally from Alabama, but brought out here when she was like 5 years old. And she said when she was little, the neighbor whooped her ass, her mama whooped her ass, her grandmama whooped her ass. Then when her daddy came home from work, he whooped her ass. I said, them was the days when the village raised the kids in the village. See, that's where we got to take that back to the core. It takes a village to raise a child, where it takes a village to save the village. And this is what we got to do. In Black and Hispanic community, watch this, y'all. Blacks and Hispanics shared the same village out here. We all grew up in the same neighborhood. Wasn't no race shit going on in the 70s. Wasn't going on during the Panther days. The Panthers hooked up with the Brown Beret. And that's what we got to start doing. We need to hook up with people where we can bring some positivity into our communities and make things better. And if people don't understand that, man, I don't know what else to say. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. Support this channel, man. I need y'all to support this channel. Let me go on and get ready for work. And with that said, peace, love, and happiness. Peace. What is your favorite oldie group? Oh, the Dramatics and the Temprees, man. The Dramatics and the Temprees, brother. With that said, Pete Arden, y'all gonna keep no more grandparents like that. You ain't lying, man. Watch this, man. I remember when I was in the 7th grade, my grandmother worked at Edison Junior High, so my mother and them take me in there, right? There was a teacher named Miss Lee worked there. And I said, when you was elementary, you send your little girl you like a note, say, be your girlfriend. I sent the math teacher a note. She was fine as fuck. I sent her a note, say, be my girlfriend. She went to the English class and gave that note to my grandmother. My grandmother came, took me to her class at snack time and whooped my butt, man. That was one of the most embarrassing things that happened to me at Edison before I started going to Willowbrook, right? The only reason I went to Edison is my grandmother worked there, my uncles, my daddy, little sisters, my aunties that went there, so my mother wanted me to go to that school. But I hurried up and got back to Willowbrook. And when I was going to Edison, I used to catch the bus from Compton to LA, right? And watch this DJ Vega, man, it's been a while. And Raymond, Terry Simmons, OG Eastside Castle Crips, they used to meet me on Compton and Florence. I wouldn't get off on 68th and Compton. OG Eastside Castle Crips, I walked to school with them, little Perry Henderson. He's on a video talking about Raymond. He used to drive Raymond around. Perry Henderson, little Mike. You feel what I'm saying? My nemesis at Edison was a dude named Igor. He was an outlaw. Outlaws now, they 5'9", East Coasters. But when I went to Edison, 5'9" East Coast neighborhood was outlaws, doing Park, right? Hey man, me and Igor used to have a fight at least once a week. You understand? I mean, my first fight was in the student store line, man. He said something, I fired on his ass. And his road dog name was Renee. He had another light-skinned partner, Renee Dauphine, and a dude named Woody. He was 7'6" Shaq, boy, 7'6" East Coasters now. Woody took flight on him. You understand what I'm saying? Got down with him. You understand what I'm saying? And Lil Mike, Curtis Mayfield, all them was my partners, man. Terry Simmons was the one taught me how to crook walk. You understand what I'm saying? With that said, man, y'all have a good day, man. Peace.